Yeah, so Tuesday I didn't stream because um I was just like, like I might as well not, you know. I had like 15 minutes beforehand, so I was just like, I'll just decide not to stream, you know. Um, and then Wednesday, I think I said on stream before, but I was worried that like my opinion on driving was gonna hit a boiling point, and then it hit it on Wednesday. And I got to the point where I cried like 8 times in like an hour. It was one of those where like you cried every 5 minutes. And yeah, it was obviously I would not stream that either. So yeah, that's kind of what's been happening, you know. Also, I saw a meal trending. I was kind of worried it was about Chad Conrad, but it's about a football player, so we're good. I was like, oh god. That's the thing with Twitter trending, man. I feel like, at least if like my trending page is like, stuff trends for like bad reasons. It's never for good reasons why something's trending. Well, except for like Fire Emblem, because it was Three Houses' 5-year anniversary today. But like, other than like stuff like that, like yeah, no, it's it's not great, man. It's crazy to think I first played it, I think about 2 years ago at this point. It was when I first started Three Houses, because I think it was fall of 2022 that I did my first playthrough. And then it was about a year later, I think I did the female units only challenge. A challenge, quote unquote. It was still normal. Like literally, like I think the only challenging mission was the first one. So like yeah, it really wasn't that bad. Like I think it got easier as it went on. It didn't get harder at all. So yeah, there was that. But yeah. You know, I've been thinking about like making songs with like alternative lyrics, you know? Just like kind of theming the lyrics around something. Kind of like Weird Al-ifying it, but like it's about a certain topic. So like a certain group of people. I was like doing like Hololive stuff, like with alternate lyrics, just push them around. And I'm gonna be honest, I think it's because BB did the Get Out for No Rizzler. And then that made me like, hey, I could maybe, you could maybe do have other songs. It's weird too, because it's like, I mean, she did do it with Bury the Light and freaking Devil Trigger. But I think that was with herself and not with any Hollow members. Which is weird, because like I feel like that was like one of the big things she did, and then she's kind of not done it again. Like made like another song with like alternate lyrics. Well, she didn't do the Deer song, but like yeah, she hasn't really made one with like other members. It's just like Advent is the furthest she goes out. But like I'm just thinking about it in my mind, and it's just like, yeah, I wish I could record it, you know. I can't really record it because I'm not even sure if my mic sounds good. That's why also I'm kind of scared to do a karaoke stream, is because I have no idea how it would sound. I feel like whenever I hear myself sing, it sounds terrible. Even though I personally like my singing voice is like not that bad, you know. I think like it just, it's gotta be the mic settings. I don't know if it's like too loud or something like that, so it's like kind of blown out. I don't know. Maybe I should just spend like an hour or something like that, just mess around with mic settings, seeing what would make it sound the best. Cause like I feel like whenever I watch myself back, it just sounds not great, dude. Like, I mean, I don't think it sounds bad enough. It doesn't seem like it sounds bad enough because people sometimes still stick around, you know? So I don't think it's that bad, but yeah. I don't know, man. It's why, that is the number one reason though why I'm afraid to do like a karaoke stream. Because like I'd love to do that and then just straight up upload those songs, because I feel like that is like one of the perfect ways you can actually set up people watching you. Because it's not that big, like high effort. I can just take out the song and put it on like the main channel. The only thing is, like, I'm probably gonna have to do it where I have a short version and potentially the full version, because the full version is gonna get nobody seeing it. I know that for a fact, because nobody else saw the other stuff. So I'm hoping maybe someone sees the short version of it, enjoys it, and it piques their interest enough to see like, oh hey, they upload the full version of it too. That's kind of what I'm gonna bank on if I do a karaoke stream. It'll also be about songs that I know. You know, which I think that is what most karaoke streams are, but I just wanted to make that clear. If I didn't know it, then I'm not gonna sing it, most likely. Yeah, I think I am probably gonna also do it where I have the lyrics next to me too, because it does kind of bother me. Like, I get a human error, you know, it happens, but it does kind of bother me a little bit when like the lyrics are a little different. So I think also during that I would try to grab the lyrics. I also probably would need to find instrumental versions, so it's not like super copyright. Well, and also like so you can actually hear me sing over it. That would also make sense. And also I'd have to mess around with the desktop audio again, see if like, I mean, hopefully they are the same audio, like the same volume, but yeah. I was gonna say, I wish there was an easy way to tell how I sound, like how the music sounded like on the stream. I think my mic might have something to do with that. I know with the mic I can listen back to myself. Like I can listen to it in my head, but I don't know if it does the audio too. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff I can still screw around with and kind of figure out. Honestly though, for the karaoke thing, I think I would just put a really poorly made like microphone in front of me. Like obviously photoshopped. And then I would make the background slightly darker and put a like spotlight cone. I don't know how I would do that though. Like get the like a spotlight effect that I'd want. Because what I'm thinking about, I'm like, yeah, no, that's not gonna work. Maybe. Maybe someone would just have the light of the spotlight, and I could maybe use that. I think also some just like very obviously like Photoshop like or poorly put in there like speakers, just because I think it's funny. And then maybe a box for like what songs I sing. I feel like it really depends though on how much I'd want to sing. Because I feel like it'd either be like a ton or like a couple. But I feel like if I set up a full-on karaoke stream, it's gonna be quite a bit. You know, I could probably go the full like hour and a half. Just doing that. Again, I would just have to make sure like the main things like the audio mix, making sure it's like good or not. That's like the main thing. I wish I could just like remix them myself so then I could just, you know, not worry about copyright and just basically just go along with it. Unfortunately, I cannot because I don't know any instruments, and also I'm not paying for like Ableton or like a really good music making like software. So like, yeah. And that's just how it is. Yeah. What else was I gonna play? I think it was like Phasmo or Hitman. I don't know why I just don't play Phasmo. I think it's because I'm actually like still scared of playing it, even though I play it off stream. But the thing is, I play with no audio, so I think that's why it's different. Thing is also like if I just play with audio, I probably wouldn't mind it. It's the thing. It probably wouldn't matter. Yeah. Hitman's another one. I don't know why, because there's been several times I'm like, I want to play Hitman, and then I just don't. I think it's because like I'm like, oh yeah, well it's gonna take like 20 minutes or something like that to get through like one match. But I think it's also just my brain just trying to think of an excuse so I don't have to play it. But it is really weird. Because I have just been in the mood to play it, and then I just don't. And I don't know why. I think I explained why, but you understand. Whatever. Yeah. I think what I'm gonna do with the alternate lyrics though, for like games, not game songs, it's just like copy and paste the lyrics into like a Google Doc and then just kind of switch them. You know? And obviously see if like singing them like it works if you sing them. But yeah. That is something I want to do. I think also something I've learned is like part of me is actually stopping me from using some energy. Because before the stream I was like gonna be like a lot more energetic and like actually believe that. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. And now I'm like keeping myself from doing it, and I don't know why. Honestly, I have no idea. You want me to give an explanation to why? I have no idea. I think it's just like social anxiety or something like that. I did see though, someone said like a lot of neurodivergent people don't have social anxiety, like they're falsely, like people falsely say that they do, but it's just that they're like afraid of people will hate them, which is what I thought social anxiety was. But I guess not. Like I still feel like it is social anxiety because I mean I guess I should just look up what the definition of it is. It's just weird because like that's what I thought social anxiety was you being afraid of symptoms of anxiety or fear in situations where they may be scrutinized, evaluated, or judged by others. Yeah, that is social anxiety. Okay. What's it like? They don't want to be like treated as like a minority, like they usually feel like they are, or like the underdog or whatever. But like, I still feel like that is social anxiety. If that's literally the definition of it, is that like? Can you treat it? Yeah, okay, you can treat it a little bit. Like, yeah, I think I do have social anxiety at least a little bit. Yeah, that tweet was weird because there's like, oh yeah, no, you don't have, you're misdiagnosed social anxiety. You just are afraid of like being hated or something like that from other people. It's like that is social anxiety. Maybe I'm misremembering the tweet, but I'm pretty sure it was just something along those lines, and I don't know. I mean, that would fall under social anxiety, though. And that is how it would work out. Yeah. Yeah, if I just played Phasmo on stream, like I also could just like actually let the ghost hunt. Because I still have 3 evidence on and all that. Just because like I don't want the ghost to hunt. Which is why anytime it's like one related to like low sanity or like the ghost to hunt, I never do them. I'm too afraid to do them. But again, I think with the off-stream thing, it's just because like I can't hear it. So like if it does hunt, I'm just screwed unless I saw it. But even then, I turned on difficulty because it was like, oh, I don't want hunt, so I made it so it's 150 speed. And there's no hiding spots. So also like I think unless it's basically a Diogen, I just so happen to be, because I was going to Tanglewood, so if I either go in like the kitchen area or the garage and it's a Deogen, I think other than that, I'm dead. I think even if I smudge it, it still will be hunting long enough, even after it's blinded, to find me again. So like, yeah. I think 150, it's literally too fast. Because I still have sprinting on, but I don't think that would be enough. Because, like, also, I think the thing with the Revenant is, like, you have to hide from it, too. You can't just kind of, like, circle it. That's not how it works. You have to hide from the Revenant. Or smudge it. And just, I guess, get far away, as far away as possible from it, also, probably. But, yeah, I assume the main thing is, like, you just kind of hide. And then the Deogen is the opposite of that. Which, yeah, when you don't know it's a Deogen, boy, is it scary. But then once you know it is a Deogen, and it's the most obvious one to tell, then, like, yeah. Like, not with the evidence or whatever. It's the most obvious. Because it's also the most unique. I mean, the twins are also pretty unique, but, like, the Deogen and hunting is, like, really unique. I do kind of wish they had more ghost types, but I understand, because, like, they all do a bunch of stuff already. Like, I don't know what new mechanics you could really add to those ghosts to make them different. You know? I'm sure there's still, like, some other ideas in there, you know? It's just, again, it's kind of hard to do. Have I not played Hitman since I streamed it? Oh no, the day after I opened it up. Okay. Yeah, also, like, I haven't had the itch to play, like, Tekken or anything. Probably because I haven't watched people play Tekken. I said this when I played Mario Kart last, but, like, I'm very influenced by, like, what other people do. And, like, my brain being like, yeah, I want to do that. So, like, typically... Well, it's also, like, I can get stuck doing the same thing over and over again. Which is why, like, oftentimes I will just do the same game, like, multiple times in a row. This past month, I wasn't that bad at it, and I did, like, Tekken 8, like, kind of at the same interval, and I've just only done talking in between it. But yeah, I did have like 8 straight like Tekken 8 streams, I think. I think it was like 8 straight. But yeah. Also, I think that first stream I didn't even play any online matches, and I very much over prepared. Because I won like my first 10. So yeah. Oh no, my longest win streak actually is with Victor. Yeah, I got a 12 win streak off stream. I lost to someone. I know I lost it, like, and I was very annoyed how I lost it. I can't remember. I think it was like I lost it to a certain character, and I was really annoyed about that. I probably said it on stream because I think that was when in the middle of like those 8 straight streams, or at least like after one of them. Actually, no, because I didn't play off stream. I think during that first stretch of Tekken 8. So, was it that May one then? Yeah, it was probably just that random May one that it happened. Yeah, probably. Because I'm pretty sure I streamed it like after I had that. Oh, and these are also 3 straight, never mind. It's just, I was talking for a decent bit, so the thumbnail doesn't have it, the auto-generated thumbnail doesn't pick it up. Ah, shoot. Yeah. I think it's also why, though, I just have like a bunch of like random games on my Steam, you know? It's because also I just saw them and I was like, I want to play that. Like, Going Medieval is the perfect example of that. I just saw like ProJared play it like the one time. I was like, this looks neat. And so I got it. And like, I've barely played it. Alien Medieval is probably the most obscure game I have on it. Probably. Or like Political Machine, maybe. But even then, that's been a series, I think, since like was it 2008 or something like that? It's been around for a while. I guess Trombone Champ, but like Trombone Champ was like a phenomenon for like a little bit. It's like I wouldn't call it obscure. Same with Henry Stickmin, because it also had like a bunch of people play it. Because yeah, Trombone Champ was like mid 2022 when people played it a bunch. Actually, I think it was like mid 2022 to early 2023, honestly. And then Henry Stickmin, I think, was like 2020 to like 2022 as well. Or even like into 2023 a little bit. It's like, yeah, it's kind of like, it's not that obscure. Actually, I knew the Henry Stickmin stuff from Markiplier. It was like one of the few Markiplier like videos I'd watch was his Henry Stickmin ones. Yeah, I don't really watch any of like the quote unquote like huge YouTubers, you know. I think the biggest one I watch, who even is it? Because I feel like all the people I watch aren't that big as far as like sub count, you know. I mean, I watch a bunch of VTuber clips, so I guess it'd technically be like Gura or something like that. Because Gura is the most subscribed on out of everyone in Hololive. And I think actually just VTuber in general. But like, yeah, I feel like it's just Gura, technically. On a technicality, you know? Even then, she only has like 4 mil, I think. She might have 5 mil. I can just look it up pretty easily. I mean, let me do it real quick. How much does she got? 4.5. Okay. Yeah. And so, like, yeah, on a technicality, 4.5 is probably the highest for me. So, like, I don't really watch the big ones, the big content creators. I watched Mr. Beast for like a little bit, and then I stopped. I was like, because I think even for me it was like this is much. This is a bit much. Yeah. Like I watched a little bit of like the big ones, like Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, like a little bit of them. You know, after a bit I just stopped. Like I don't have anything against those people, you know, obviously. It's just I didn't watch them. I found other people that I enjoyed watching like more. So yeah. Yeah, I just don't typically watch like the giant YouTubers, which also probably makes it so it's a lot harder for me to find people who actually like watch the same people I do. Because like TRG and like that community, or I guess like TC now, was the abbreviation for that group. But like I think a lot of them are under 1 mil. I think the only ones that were above 1 mil were like Emil and 8-Bit Drummer. I think it was Chugga Conroy, 8-Bit Drummer, and that was it. For like over 1 mil. It's like, yeah, they're actually fairly small. Which I feel like actually makes it like kind of even more impressive, like the amount of money they raise every year for like the charity, you know. I think that makes it much more impressive. But again, it's like it's very much down to like how generous the people who watch you are, you know. And I've said that multiple times, like when you can actually stream full time, it just fully depends on how generous the viewers are, or like how much money they have, how stacked they are, you know. Like if you have someone who's super stacked and will just give you a bunch of money, then like, yeah, you obviously don't need as many viewers to like make a livable income, you know. But if you don't have people that, you know, aren't as stacked and they just give you a little bit, which again is like fine, it's perfectly understandable, then you're just gonna have to need more viewers, you know. it's like it is kind of weird because like yeah, content creation or at least streaming is like one that you definitely like will fluctuate more on like how many viewers a person has for a livable income and all that. Because yeah, again, it's just based entirely on who's watching them and how much they donate. It's entirely based off of that. So yeah. Ugh. I've been going on for half an hour. Like, I didn't want this stream to be like me talking, but it's kind of turned into that, and I hate that. It just makes it so like I don't get as many clips because I don't clip this stuff. Like just me talking, I don't clip it. Again, I think it's just me like not thinking it's clippable, like it's me being my own worst enemy. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. I don't know, man. It just doesn't feel like it for me. Like, good enough clips. Like, I think the one with me freaking out over the Wii Sports Resort stuff, like, and like actually falling out of my chair, like, that's probably a good clip. I just didn't clip it. And I think it's because I personally don't like seeing myself mad. So I wouldn't enjoy it, but like, yeah, I'm sure other people would. I think it's just because like my anger is too real. And I wish it wasn't. But I mean, it's also maybe a good thing because I don't get mad that much, like outside of games. Yeah, I think it's just because I'm a competitive person also. I feel like I'm cooperative and competitive though. Like I'm a team player, but like I want to win. It's like I think that's more of what it is. Although I feel like also if you're a communist, you have to be cooperative in some way, and like being cooperative in some way. You know, at least just a little bit. But that could just be me. Yeah, my lips messing with me a little bit. That's why like I've been pausing, like awkwardly. Sometimes it's because I'm messing with my lip. Yeah, it's just I want to do some stuff that is like interesting. I just don't know how to like do it, or like it'll just look terrible, and I hate. It's not great, you know. I don't spell karaoke. Nice. Yeah, people do karaoke. Is that just under music? I guess I can just see. I mean, yeah, I'm sure it's mostly instruments. Okay, yeah, no, they do. They do throw karaoke under music. Got it. Yeah, there's a lot to do karaoke, actually. It makes sense. I do like how a lot of them are VTubers. But yeah. Because I feel like I can do more fun stuff with the karaoke, because, like, it wouldn't just be, like, by the book. Just, like, throw in, like, ad-libs or other stuff, because that's just how I go when I'm singing and stuff, too. Like, I'll just want to throw stuff in during, like, the instrumental breaks and whatever, you know? So I feel like it would be, like, entertaining. It's just, like, yeah. And also you all always have like the self-conscious, like, oh, is my singing voice actually good or not? Which I think if I have the ad-libs, then like it could be more of that comedic thing, even though I want to actually like sing well. But I mean, yeah, I guess I can just have like the karaoke's be like a comedic thing at that point, you know, like early on as I'm working on my singing voice, and then like then it can have both sides, you know, where it's actually good singing. It's kind of like probably like Mume is probably the closest example to that, Because Mume will just make random noises also. Sometimes when she's singing. So it'd probably be like along those lines, although I don't think I'd be as good as a singer as Mume. Mume's a really good singer, and I feel like she just does not have much confidence in it. She is really good. You know, there's like some people out there when you just look at them like, man, they really need some confidence, you know, in what they're good at. I feel like Mume is one of them. Cause like, yeah, her singing's insane. I can tell cause like literally when someone's like, oh yeah, we play karaoke in the office or whatever. Which I get can be kind of weird, like it's like a serious office, like a serious office job, and all of a sudden you just hear your voice being belted out. I noticed someone actually tried that, I think with Cronies karaoke, and then did she sing Barbie Girl, something like that, and they had to explain like, no, it's fine. Yeah, so that didn't go well. Yeah, no, Movie's a great singer. And like, she also can just have fun with it too. Like, I mean, I'm sure all of them, Hololive, are great singers, you know? Movie is just the one I've noticed. Because I've actually been recommending her, like, karaoke. That's the main thing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, all of them are great singers. You know? I've also seen people make mashups, and I've saved them. Of, like, actual songs. I think that's also what inspired me, too, is, like, having those mashups, and of, like, the Hololive members singing those songs. I'm like, I wonder if I can, like, frame these, you know, or, like, change them a little bit. Like, I think that's also what started it. But yeah, I'm gonna need a little more thought. This is another time I'd also wish I had a chat, because then they could give me ideas for like lyrics. I don't have that. I only have myself, obviously. So like I can't really think of lyrics. And also none of my friends listen to VTubers, so they wouldn't know. Like they wouldn't be able to help me out. So like, yeah. Really just on my own there. Yeah, like, one of them I was thinking was, what does the fox say? I feel like that'd be a really good, like, just meme one. Where you could throw a bunch of Hololive members in there. You just replace, like, the animals with, well, what animal they actually are. For me, though, I'd only do the English branch, because they just are the ones I know the best. So then, obviously, I do them the most justice. Since I know them the most. JP and like ID and even like Holostars I don't know as well, so I feel like I wouldn't be able to like make a song or something like that and then give them the respect they deserve, you know, because like I fully admit like I don't know much about the JP side of Hololive. Don't know much about it, you know. I know some of the freaking members, don't know all of them though. And like I feel like if I'm literally at the point where I don't know the names of like all the JP members, I can't make a song about them to do them justice, you know. That just seems like the most logical like conclusion, you know. So that's at least in my head. It's like I do want it so I could actually sing them too. But yeah, going back to what does Fox say, I was thinking of making it about Mume, because I feel like Mume is the one, like at least in the chorus when they like make all the like fox noises. Mume is probably the most likely one to actually have made noises that are similar to the chorus. But I am having trouble finding stuff for other people. Because, I mean, yeah, some of them have, like, noises, so you can be like, oh, they go this, bam, nailed it. But then there's also some where you're just like, what noise would they make, you know? Like, if I were to associate them with, oh, this person makes this noise, like, what would I associate that with? I have no idea. because that's the thing with what does the fox say? You have to make it like a syllable thing, pretty much. Like it has to be a one syllable noise, or at least like a shorter noise. It can't be like a phrase or anything, you know. It has to be like a short noise or like one syllable. So it's kind of hard to be like, oh yeah, got it. This is what noise they're gonna make, you know. You gotta find it. I think I had it for Crony, Fauna, freaking. Oh yeah, I think like pretty much all of Myth too, except Kiara. Kiara's like, out of all of Ian, Kiara's probably the one I know least amount of. It's probably Kiara. And again, that's just because I don't get as many clips of Kiara's like recommended to me. Okay, Ina. Oh, I said all of Myth. So yeah, I think it's I know Gura, Ame, Ina, freaking Callie, all four of theirs. Kiara might have one that's pretty available. And I have Fauna, Crony, Bay, Iris I don't have. Like Mume is one I could throw in, like just her oh hi. But like again, I feel like for the chorus of the song, Mume would definitely have the one who's made the noises closely, like the closest to the song, I feel like. In my opinion, just from like what I've seen, I feel like Mume would be the closest. And there's also another line of like chasing mice and digging holes, and I wanted to change the digging holes part to claiming souls. Because I feel like it'd be so funny for freaking Mume. So that's another reason why I wanted to be Mume. I can't really think. Well, Fuamoka does. I'm trying to think of like the other ones. I mean, Elizabeth kind of has the Oju-sama laugh, but I feel like again that one's too long for it to work for the song. I don't know if CC and like Gigi do, or Raura. I don't think either of those three do, and I think it's just because like you know they haven't been there for that long. It's only been like a month. It's fair. I don't think like Bibu has Dang It, but again, I feel like that one might work. Dang It's like the only one I feel like that could work. I don't know what Risa would be. Or like Shiori. Those two are like, I have no idea. But I also don't know how many, sorry, I think music, yeah. Sorry. I don't remember how many noises I actually need. But I don't want to throw all of them in there because I feel like it's kind of weird if some of them are just left out. Or at least like all of like a certain generation. So like if one just got taken out, like if like Iris got taken out, but all of like promises in there, I feel like it's kind of weird, you know? It's like all of them in like a certain gen, probably as well. I don't know. I guess I'd see you just with like modifying the lyrics, what the end result I'd be going for is. And then also I'd have to sing it. There's another one I had too in my mind and I can't think of it. I think when the ones where like anything like remotely romantic happened, it was going to be either Takamori, Beiris, or Shio Raven, which makes sense. Cause yeah, it is weird because I feel like out of the duos, there's like 5 I can think of, which is the other 2 being Amasame and Autofister. Those 2 are the only ones I can actually think are like friendship duos. The other 3 are like more like shipping duos, which is weird. And also Fuamoko I feel like doesn't really count. I mean they are a duo, but like they're like one entity, so I feel like it's different. They are one. Yeah. It is interesting how that happens. Also, that's just in the EM branch too. Again, I don't know much of like ID, JP, all that. But yeah. So that's been my thought on that. I feel like there was another one though I had like in my mind going on. I was like, that's also a good one. Oh yeah, I think it was like Never Gonna Give You Up, but like Bieber was gonna be Rick Astley. Like, it just makes sense. You know, you don't really have to think about it. It just makes sense. And then just make it about rocks and Bieber. And then bam, you got Never Gonna Give You Up Bieber version. Yeah. Yeah, so that was another one in my head. I feel like it'd be funny though if they also had Bieber. I mean, Bieber's about to get a 3D model. Have her do the Rick Astley freaking music video. Never Gonna Give You a music video. With Never Gonna Give You Up in the background. I feel like Bieber would be willing to do that. Knowing her, she'd be absolutely down to do that. Yeah. I don't know if I said it. I know I talked about like Oshi's, like I think not even like a week ago, or maybe like a week ago. But I don't know if I ever said what my Oshis were, because I went by each generation in the EN branch. So like Myth is Ina, Promise is either Ana or Mume. They're like really close. Advent is probably Bibu, and then Justice is Cecilia. So yeah. Well, I think the thing that makes me like Cecilia so much is like just the dichotomy of who she is and the fact that she's a part of Justice. I think that's what makes me like her so much. It's just like, why are you in Justice? Like, respectfully. It's like knowing how she acts and all. It's like, how are you in Justice? How did you get in here? Who hired you? I think we hired the wrong person at the job interview. We mixed up their names. We screwed up there. But yeah, I think that's why I like Cecilia so much. At least like it adds on to why I like Cecilia, because I think Cecilia still would be my favorite. It's just with the like juxtaposition or like dichotomy of it. It's just really funny. Like whenever she just kills someone and then just says for justice. Yep. Man, Batman would be so proud. And the fact that he would not be. It's really funny. I think out of like, if we're to say like out of like in every overall, I don't know why that was really hard for me to say. Overall, combining every member, I think Advent's my favorite. But I think also it's like kind of biased because I started watching Hollow when Advent was the most recent one. So I feel like there's still a little bit of bias there. Even though like I didn't entirely start watching like Hollow clips and like down the Hololive rabbit hole when Advent like first debuted or whatever. Because I actually first watched like some of the Bibu and Callie like Minecraft clips very early on, when I was like very early on the VTuber rabbit hole. And then I think like it wasn't until like a month or two ago that I actually went down the Hololive rabbit hole. And here I am. Thinking about making all like, what does the fox say? Oh, a Hololive version. Jesus. I've gone in too deep. But I don't know if I want to come out, you know? I mean, yeah, I'd obviously have to record over the original. Unless someone made a copyright-free version of it. Yeah. I think what I should probably do, though, is, like, try to sing the original one first before I try to go into, like, the alternate lyrics. You know? Just to make sure I can actually sing it. That'd probably be a good idea. The thing is, it is a male singer. So I do have that going for him, but I think he's, like, a higher male singer, and I don't know... I'm a little worried if I can hit some of the notes. And again, this is like with me doing no vocal training whatsoever. Basically, what my singing voice is now is just from like singing songs while they're playing. I have done like no vocal exercise. I know one vocal exercise, and that's like the raspberry like sound with your lips. And like changing pitches with it, which even that I don't know how to like change pitches of it. It's like consistently, because it never sounds the same as like when actually I'm hearing people doing it and like they're actual singers. Like it doesn't sound like what they do, so I'm pretty sure I'm also not even doing it entirely right. God, I'm burping a lot. I guess I did warn about that. That I was gonna do that. But yeah. What was I gonna say? Shoot, there was something I was gonna say, and then I mentioned the burp, and then I completely forgot about it. Nice. So awesome, dude. I love how my brain works. I forgore. Oh, the whole like Mume and Fauna thing, I think I actually relate to Mume more. Like, I think that's where it comes from. Like Mume I can relate to more, and then like Fauna, well, like both of them. I like watching their stuff. I think like Fauna, it's like more entertaining. I don't know. But yeah, both of them are like real close. I honestly can't decide. It's like how I can't decide which waifu's the best in Fire Emblem. Which I'm not saying they're my waifus. Like, no. I'm saying they're my Oshis, so I'd want to see them succeed. And specifically when I mean the waifu thing, it's Olivia and Felicia. I actually can't decide which one is better. So yeah, that's more of what I mean. It's not I don't know. My brain is fried at this point, I think. Just completely fried. I did see though that like I could have on my phone, I could have a YouTube video in picture-in-picture and also the Twitch mobile app open, so I technically could have 2 live streams open. It should be like a HoloLive member and then like another like VTuber or something like that. And it'd just be really funny. I feel like honestly I might even like go for it, but just like take a picture of it and just saying what am I doing. Like take a screenshot of it. Yeah, I'm totally not subscribed to any of them except Mume, because Mume, I think it was because I actually got Mume's song Mume in my recommendation, so then I just subscribed from there, from the link. I should add that to my playlist. It just hasn't been recommended to me again, and I just forgotten. That's the thing, man. If it's just not my recommended, I just forget. Like, my YouTube search history is like from stuff probably even like 2 years ago. I YouTube searched it, maybe even later, like earlier than that. Like I don't search stuff on YouTube. I really don't. I just want to see. There we go. Oh, these are from actually not that long ago. So the oldest one is Gussie Garden Galaxy, or Gussie Garden Galaxy. I'm pretty sure I said it very wrong. Actually, yeah, because at least the guides are up here, actually. So it's actually not as old as I thought it'd be. But yeah, again, I think that's just because I've specifically been looking for like songs, because I want to fill the like copyright-free playlist and all that. Which I should add another one. I do have another one I actually want to add. But yeah, I just want to keep that in mind too. Yeah, I think I do want to work on those lyrics, because again, it would you know, set me apart. It's just like how Weird Al with his lyrics set him apart, you know? And especially in this day and age with creative fields, you need to stand out. You can't just do the same thing and like follow the same thing and like get successful off of that, unless you're friends with someone who's already like pretty well established, because then some of that audience will come to yours. Like they'll come to you and then you'll have some of that audience. It's like, yeah, unless there's that, you can't just go by the book and just succeed that way. Especially with how I saw it on Twitch with like, if you're in just chatting and you have 0 viewers, good luck getting anybody to find you. Because there are so many channels streaming just chatting and so many that have like under 8, because 8 viewers was the high, or like the lowest amount of viewers I saw that like it would actually show as being like, oh, you can like rate them or something like that. Like, yeah, no, it's real bad. You need to stand out in some way. Which, yeah, I don't know how big the music category is. Maybe I'll just like skim through it. I skimmed through it like a little bit, but it was like the first like 4 rows, honestly, because I just wanted to see if people doing karaoke stuff was in freaking music. Yeah, there are a decent amount of people doing it. I mean, I'm sure obviously it's not as huge as just chatting, but yeah, there's still quite a bit of people in here though. Yeah. There's a fair amount of 1 and 0s. No, actually not as much as I thought there were. So actually, yeah, the people have like nobody watching is like actually very low. Oh wait, no, never mind. They just threw a random 13 down here with all the other 3s and stuff. Is that view bots then? It might be view bots. It's weird because like when you sort by viewers, sometimes it doesn't sort it right. I mean, I guess also it could mean that like they like spiked or like just dipped at that point. But yeah. I don't think it's that massive, the music category. It's definitely not going to be as big as just chatting. But I don't know if people would be willing to see it, is the only thing. I feel like the thing is, though, with me making it look purposely bad, I think that would get some people, like, to watch it. And, like, that's the point. And I feel like people would at least accept the fact that that's the point. You know? Because it's funny, at least a little bit, that it's so bad. I even was thinking of just like when I was like moving around, just grooving, just to like shake my freaking model around a bunch. Just like super poorly, yeah. Yeah. Oh, Mail did upload again. Actually, I think this was in my recommended. And I didn't even... Huh. I actually didn't think Emil would come back this soon. Although he said he didn't rush things. Well, I guess he was already doing it, before, like, he was, like, the stories came out. He mentioned that he started working on it beforehand. But even then, I'm still like kind of surprised he's already like back and able to. Because actually, yeah, I think at the end of it, he was literally like, I have no desire, I think, to like make content again and stuff like that. But yeah, I guess that must have just been for like a short period. He's already back doing stuff. I take it this probably means though, like he's still not gonna show up to the Drone Controller stuff, which is fine. You know, it sucks, but like it was gonna happen anyway with how it was framed. So like it's fine, you know. It was gonna happen even if that stuff didn't come out. So like ultimately it's not that big of a deal. I mean, yeah, maybe I would care more if like that wasn't the case, but like the fact that it is the case, it's like, well, I mean, it wasn't gonna matter anyway. So yeah, I'm surprised he's back though, so soon. I feel like I'm saying it like he rushed it, but he did point out like, no, I didn't rush it. So yeah, good for him. I just really hope he gets a redemption arc, at least a little bit, so like he's in a better light. I mean, I think he did come out of it ultimately like not that bad. But I'm just hoping that like he can kind of come back as like a good figure now. Like again, he can get back up to that point. But yeah. I also assume he hasn't said anything about the TOG stuff, because I don't think they still have uploaded the stuff from that last recording trip they did. Yeah, that's probably like the biggest downside from like all that stuff that came out and definitely wouldn't have happened. Is that TOG wouldn't be dead. Like that sucks. But you know, I mean, unless like they did flow around the idea of bringing it back, but I don't think they did. I think they're kind of just like, yep, it's gonna be dead, which is again a shame. But I mean, there's no reason to dwell on the past now, you know. You should be grateful that it even happened to begin with, you know. That's for sure. I just wish, you know, people would will have the chance to have a redemption arc, and I think it's just because like I think honestly it's just propaganda of like war and crime and all that. It just seems like these people are monsters and can never change. But it's just like if you give them the time and like the mental space to get better, then like they can, and not forever like that. And like I feel like I can see it a little bit when people are like kind of don't enjoy watching stuff and like with people in them that had like they did bad stuff. But for me it's just like, well, they're just gonna get better, you know. For me it doesn't bother me as much to like actually go back and watch that stuff. Well, it's also because like I don't think about that when I see the person, which is weird because I'm someone who cares about politics like a lot and like can't get that stuff out of my head, but for some reason with that I can't. I think it's just the whole like you know, their brain is just as complicated as like anyone else's, even their victims. So like they also need the, you know, mental health as much as the victim does. So like, and yeah, obviously when you look at those cases, you need to look at how they happen so they don't happen as much, or hopefully ever. But I don't think error will be like completely zero. Just make it so it happens less. I even tweeted that after like the Emil stuff came out, is to make sure like you actually look at the facts and like where his brain's like his mindset was, so then you make sure it doesn't happen again. Which, to be fair, I think some of it was COVID, which you can't really control. But yeah, with some of the other stuff that like you can't control, take that into account. Because yeah, hopefully there won't be another thing like COVID ever again, even though in the past like 6 centuries in the 20s for some reason there's been like a massive world plague or something like that. It's really weird, but it's happened. But yeah, like I think that's my main thing when it comes to people getting mad at this stuff. It's just like you should channel that anger into like actually seeing their mind space, and like you should let them talk so you can at least know what their mind space was at, so then you can learn like to have other people not go into that mind space, you know. Like you can still denounce it, obviously, like it's not good, the stuff that happened, but like, yeah, you still gotta make it so you learn it, so you'd be like, oh yeah, we gotta change this so this doesn't happen again. You know, another person doesn't think like this. And yeah, I think with some of them, you just need to give them like treatment. Like, you know, you just have to give them something. They can't have a mind change, especially with, like, sexuality. I think too, you can't change, like, have someone change their mindset to sexuality. I think conversion therapy has taught us that very well, that you can't change someone's sexuality. So yeah, they're a PDF file. I think the only thing you can do to help those people is just kind of make it so their sex drive isn't as high. That's really all you can do, unfortunately. You know, I wish you could have it so those people had a mind change, but unfortunately that's just not how it works. I mean, maybe if we didn't have money and then researchers could just research the thing because they got the physical thing, so then they can do the research, maybe we'd know a better way to get around that. But we have money blocking it, so yeah, no, we just don't. Like, it just baffles me that we need to donate to, like, research stuff, you know? That baffles me. We should just give the thing for them to research. It doesn't make any sense that they have to pay for stuff to research it. It doesn't make any sense. And I don't understand, dude. Makes no freaking sense. Actually, when I'm thinking about it, this is unrelated. Maybe when I do this stuff, like the just shiny stuff, maybe I make the music even quieter. Or like obviously less intense songs. So then like I can edit other songs over it. Because technically my voice and like what's happening in the monitor is the same channel. Like at least when the video is done anyway. It's like I can't change that. Unfortunately. Unless like I can use like Audacity for that, maybe? Maybe I use Audacity for audio then. Like maybe I could try that. I don't know how that works though. I'd have to screw around with it to see. Cause like yeah, you can. I don't know if Audacity if I can record desktop stuff. I'm not sure. Cause yeah, that would make it so I could change the two, or like take like the music out specifically and then put new music in, right? If I wanted to. I just don't know if that's how that works. It's like maybe I could record audio with Audacity. I'm pretty sure there are people that do that. I'm pretty sure. When they're recording stuff, they record their audio using Audacity. Oh yeah, there is that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know though. Hard to say. It's just, man, I'm just thinking about driving because I have to go to another driving session tomorrow. I'm just like, man, I really just don't want to drive. And it's annoying too because my mom's trying to get me to like care. But the thing is, like, my brain just doesn't want to. It's so apathetic about it that like it sucks. Like, whenever it's happening, like, no, I don't want to do it. I'd rather do anything else except this. Just I don't want to do it. I'd rather do like laundry or like even like dishes than driving. Don't want to do it. I also got shots and my left arm's a little sore. Maybe that is a good thing I didn't play a game. Well, I feel like if I used a controller, though, literally wouldn't have mattered.
Hey, she's on vacation.
I don't think it would have been that bad.
Lost in the moment. Unfortunately, so is her Chase debit card.
It's gotta be somewhere.
It was funny because like mom was like, "Oh, you're streaming. So like when you're streaming, what arm do you use more?" I'm like, I have no idea. I was thinking right because that's where my mouse is, but like I have no idea. I don't really pay attention to that.
Visit chase.com/Chase. Make more of what's yours.
Barely pay attention to most things. You think like what arm I'm using more is something to pay attention to? Like, come on. I don't mean to be rude here, but it's just like, you really think about, like, you really think I'm thinking about that? Come on. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think once our generation comes up and then once the boomers go away, I do think we'll have a huge progressive movement. So let me see, like, presidential election polls by demographic again. Demographics. This is gonna be 2020. Yeah, this. I'd want presidential poll demographics. Because they did that with Kamala and Trump. That's Biden. Let me see Kamala and Trump specifically. There was a graph for it. Oh, Trump's still 37% on voters 18 to 19. There was one that actually showed like a bunch of different demographics, but now I can't find it. Let me look up like graph. Yeah, I can't find it now. Huh. Oh, is this it? No, it's not. Majorities in most countries have confidence in Kamala Harris. That is weird. Wow. Even Israel have confidence in Kamala Harris. Like, they have more confidence than they don't. That's crazy. And also the ones that have no confidence, more overconfidence, is Hungary, which is literally a fascist state, so that's very funny. I mean, yeah, even the old voters wanted Biden to be, or Kamala to be the president. There was a graph though that had like the older voters, and like I can't. 5 plus. Let's see. Never mind. New York Times wants me to sign in. Like, why do I need to sign in to see your freaking articles? I can't find these freaking graphs now. These graphs are just nowhere to be found. Ages 18 and 34. Why is that like... Oh, they're more Democrat than Trump. It is still weird. Still very weird. I don't know, man. Can't find that freaking graph now. But there was a graph that showed like Kamala and freaking, right? Because it was on Twitter, but like Kamala and Trump and like a bunch of different demographics. And I wanted to see like the age ones again, but I can't find it. So yeah, but whatever. I feel like it's still like real high though for like Trump voters. I don't know. It just seems a little high. It is still crazy. Yeah, like Trump's actually still like winning. I think he's losing the general election, but like he has like all the swing states still, so like it literally does not matter except Wisconsin. I think Wisconsin's now like more back in favor of Kamala, but every other swing state is not like that. And Nevada actually had a +10 poll, which Nevada's probably like the one where it doesn't matter the most because it's six votes, so like you can lose that one, it's fine. You know, doesn't really matter. I feel like Arizona. Honestly, it seems like at this rate, the only 3 that she is gonna get most likely is Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Michigan. Which, to be fair, that's all she needs. But I think if she chooses like Josh Shapiro, then she's gonna not win Michigan, which means she's going to lose. That's why I feel like Andy Beshear is probably the best choice. Because I feel like people are gonna look at that with Shapiro. Especially younger voters, which is like the people who care about the Israel-Palestine stuff. They're gonna look into that and realize, oh hey, he's pro-Israel. Or at least like anti-BDS or whatever. And yeah, they're gonna use that against him. And still not vote. Even though I think he's in like top 2 consideration for VP, which is like, oh great. That's awesome. That's really neat. And also I think Mark Kelly was the other one, and he was like anti-labor until he endorsed Kamala, and was like, oh, I should probably be pro-labor. So like, yeah. Still why I think Beshear's probably the best choice. Like, Pete Buttigieg doesn't seem like a terrible pick. He's just kind of a meh pick. If I were to guess, he's just kind of meh. It's like a pick. Not. At least in my eyes, he's not terrible. He's just kind of eh. I just really want them to pick Andy Beshear though. If she picks Andy Beshear, I think she wins. You know? Progressives are gonna look at the politics of Andy Beshear and be like, I want to vote for this man.
Unfortunately, so is her chase debit.
You know?
It's gotta be somewhere.
And progressives, I feel like, are the voting demographic you kind of need.
Maybe she lost it at Pilates.
3 and 2 and
But she's not worried. With the Chase mobile app, she can lock her card.
Like, it is a little about the moderates too.
One bank that puts
Like, even then, like, Beshear's in Kentucky, and he won the governorship in Kentucky. So, like, he would still have the moderates anyway, you know? Like, I actually do think Andy Beshear's, like, the best choice for her. He's also anti-charter school, which isn't neat. Yeah, I was Kamala, I'd absolutely choose Andy Beshear. Yeah, unfortunately though, I think it's just a pipe dream and it's not gonna happen, but I really hope it is for sure. I think I've said it like 4 times now, but like I want him so bad I thought about tweeting it. Honestly. And I barely tweet. I only tweet like literally if I have something like right when I'm like sitting down at my computer. Or like if I really want to say something that I feel like is like good advice. So yeah, it's kind of a big deal, you know. Like I think the only reason I didn't was because it was like 2 in the morning, and it was like, well, this would be weird if it, at least my mom, if like I'm tweeting at like 2 in the morning. Yeah. I guess this is just a check-in stream, you know? Just like why I didn't stream and just kind of like hanging out. I should definitely like get ready for like the karaoke and stuff too. Just to make sure that's all set up. So like if I wanted to do one, I can just do it, you know? I don't have to worry about screwing around with like settings for most of it. 'Cause a lot of the stuff I do on stream, so that is something I'm probably gonna have to do all stream to make it sound good. Yeah. This thing is like, I think I've seen other people use this mic and it sounds really good, and then I feel like I'm using it and it doesn't sound great. It's like, I think it's just something with the mic settings, man. They're not good. At least the ones I have are not good. I need to figure out, like, what I need to do to make it sound good. You know? That maybe, I don't know. Yeah, maybe I'll just see if I can look up a bunch of different, like, microphone setting videos that people have done. Well, I think I've also said many times before, but like I don't know how I'm supposed to sound under a microphone, so I don't know like if I sound good or not. Like if this is how I'm supposed to sound or not. I have no idea. Ugh. It's like how I saw the chat box and just chatting, but like there's nothing to specify like that would like let you to believe that. It's very funny. I'm burping a lot. Oh god, I'm burping a lot. That's crazy. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna end it because I don't have anything else to talk about, and also it's like 8 minutes before, so it's like whatever. And yeah, who cares? But yeah, God, I really want to stream tomorrow, but I have a freaking stupid appointment. Actually, I don't know why my mom's making a big deal about me getting picked up because she's gonna be off that day. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah. Hang on. I don't need to do the outro. I just freaking do this. And then this. Bam. There you go. Also in the description of the VOD channel. If you're wondering. And yeah, just all platforms, Aaron Will 6464. So yeah, I'll see you freaking Sunday, where I'm hopefully playing a game or something. Yeah, I'd like that. Anyway, goodbye.